Hearing a ticking noise for a minute or so when you first start your engine, that's not just a warm-up sound. It's a direct sign that your engine oil isn't where it needs to be, and it's often caused by one of two very different things. Most of the time, that rhythmic tick-tick-tick is coming from a hydraulic valve lifter. Think of a lifter as a small, self-adjusting hydraulic piston. Its only job is to sit between your engine's camshaft and the valve, creating a zero clearance cushion of oil. This ensures everything moves smoothly and quietly. When the engine sits for a long time, especially overnight, oil can slowly drain out of a lifter that's starting to wear out. This is called bleed down. The next time you do a cold start, there's no oil cushion inside. For that first minute, you are hearing the direct sound of a metal rocker arm slapping against a metal valve stem. The ticking only stops once the engine's oil pump builds up enough pressure to force oil back into the lifter, inflating it again. This isn't just a noise. It's a tiny impact happening hundreds of times, causing accelerated wear on your valvetrain every single time you start the car. But before you start worrying about internal engine parts, there's another very common cause: a small exhaust leak. A hairline crack in the cast-iron exhaust manifold, or a failing gasket where it bolts to the engine, will leak exhaust gases when the metal is cold. This often makes a slightly different sound, more of a light, airy chuff-chuff-chuff than the sharp, metallic tick of a lifter. As the engine runs, the metal gets hot and expands, and that expansion is often just enough to seal the tiny crack or gasket leak. Just like that, the noise goes away until the next cold start. Your ear can have a hard time telling the difference, but one is an internal oiling issue, and the other is an external exhaust leak. So, here's how you find the real cause. Start with the simplest thing first: your oil. Before you suspect any bad parts, check the fluid itself. Pull the dipstick. First, is the level low? A low oil level can starve the lifters. Second, what's the condition? Wipe the dipstick on a clean paper towel. Is the oil a clear honey brown color? Or is it black, sludgy, and gritty? Old, dirty oil is full of contaminants that can easily block the tiny, precise passages inside a lifter, preventing it from filling up properly. Next, check that you're using the correct oil viscosity. This is the oil's thickness, shown by the numbers like 5W30 on the bottle. Using an oil that's too thin for your engine, like a 5W20, in an older, high-mileage engine that specifies 5W30, can make lifter bleed down worse. As an engine wears, the internal clearances get slightly larger, and a slightly thicker oil is needed to fill those gaps. The fix might be as simple as switching to a quality high-mileage oil with the correct manufacturer-specified weight on your next oil change. If the oil level and type are correct, the last step is to pinpoint the sound's location. You can use a mechanic's stethoscope for this, or just a long screwdriver. With the engine cold and making the noise, carefully place the tip of the screwdriver on the engine and press the plastic handle firmly to your ear. Be very careful of moving belts and the hot exhaust. A lifter tick will be loudest and sharpest right on the valve cover, which is the metal lid on the very top of your engine. An exhaust leak will be loudest down on the exhaust manifold, which is the heavy iron part where the exhaust pipe begins. The sound will be much less sharp, more of a puffing noise. Ignoring a consistent lifter tick means accepting premature wear on your camshaft and valve train. So always trust your oil before you blame your parts.